Hey everybody, Brian from Bearable Traders here. It is Wednesday, February the 2nd, and this is the midweek video where we'll take a look at what's been happening so far this week and then take a look ahead, see what we got coming for the next 2 days, round out the week. And it's been an interesting week so far, and we've even got some more interesting stuff going on after hours with Facebook getting hit really hard along with Spotify. So let's take a look at what's been going on. Okay, and before we get started here, I always like to start out with quick ad for my book on Amazon, How to Swing Trade, Routines and Strategies of a Swing Trader, if you have not checked it out yet. So let's start out by looking at the bond yields. And here they are. This isn't quite up to date, but the bond yields were pretty much off. They were down just a fraction on just about every interval of time. This is the 10-year. It went out around 177. And everything from the 6-month to the 30-year were down today on the yields, just slightly. So not much price action there to speak of. And you can see here we did have a pop-up where the yields really fell off, and then they kind of came back and closed out the day pretty flat, as that's the 20-year Treasury price. Transports had another good day. UPS, nice follow-through day there. So the transports managed to get a nice little extra pop here today after good earnings report yesterday from UPS. And if we move along here, let's take a look at the Dow. Dow, again, pretty good day today. This is 4 days in a row. We've had pretty decent performance. Bit of a pullback midday, but then continued higher. And again, not a bad close. Volume is really dropping off here. That's probably my biggest concern on this. We've got all the indicators, momentum indicators, all trending to the upside, but on lighter volume. So again, a bit of a concern there. We could be getting up into some area of resistance here around, if we can keep going, probably around 36,000. The SPY, really the same story here. We've had 4 nice days up. We do seem to be sort of running out of steam here. We've had you can see here, although 2 really big candles here, and these ones are getting smaller. We're continuing to go higher, but the candles are getting smaller. And again, you can see the volume is dropping off here as we go higher and start testing an area which is probably going to be resistance, which is like right in this area here, around the 50 moving average. Again, Qs actually opened up at high of day and then they sold off. They did come back up, but this is a bit more of an indecision candle. Again, volume dropping off from some of these big candles, but we are still going higher. And again, maybe starting to run out of a little bit of steam here. Maybe buyers are starting to dry up. There's no sellers showing up yet, heavy sellers, but yeah, buyers just sort of slowing down. And again, the IWM, the index that is really struggling and continues to struggle here, did put in a bottom. We had 2 nice days, bit of an indecision day, although we did go higher yesterday, and we've got this pullback today on light volume. So anyway, it's the IWM is looking the least constructive. The dollar, what a big pullback here after this big breakout. And again, we're back down, dollar weak today. Huge volume the last 2 days on this pullback. And I'm not sure what's going on there, but seems like other currencies are catching a bid over the dollar right now. And the VIX, we did end up well off the low of the day. We actually ended up, by the looks of it, we ended up barely green on the day after selling off more. So maybe we're getting into an area where traders are starting to get a little bit nervous about how far we've come and how fast, and they're starting to look for some protection to the downside from here. And Bitcoin, big down day on Bitcoin after touching the 20 moving average, which is still acting as resistance here, here, and here. So let's take a quick look at some of the stocks I've been watching. Apple had a really nice run back up after this sort of bottoming pattern here. And we do, again, I think this sort of the theme is the same. We're kind of running out of buying interest. The sellers haven't showed up yet, but again, volume pretty light today, and just not a lot of movement, despite the fact we did get a pullback, but still ended up managing to end up 0.7% higher on the day. AMD, huge pullback. We had the earnings report, was a really good earnings report. We did hit this 130 level, which I mentioned in the room this morning, was going to be resistance. We were trading a little bit above it before the open, but started to sell off as we got into the open and just sold off from there. So good earnings report, but again, really found a level there and just decided to sell off from there. Gold, a couple of indecision candles here, nothing, no direction yet. KWeb, again, got to this 50 moving average, pulled back again today, light volume. Again, the volume seems to be drying up on a lot of these trades here. Lucid, we did kind of try to get above the 200-day moving average, but again, Lucid was a good day trading stock today. Shorted it, and again, it did sell off, and we are right back down to sort of this low right here. And I'd be watching to see if this holds, because this sort of what is it, the close 27.15, 27 is going to be a pretty significant area to look for some support there. Again, silver, nothing much there to report. Again, SMH did well today because obviously AMD did well. Bit of a doji candle there. But again, coming up against that 20 moving average. So Tesla really seems to be, we had this nice bounce, and now it seems to be 950 is sort of the area where it's having trouble getting through. I do have some calls at the 1,000 level that I've sold, so I'm just hoping that we go at the end of the week without that going over 1,000, and I'll just keep the premium on that. I've been mentioning this in the room. I've been trading in and out of it a bit. Just because it's been so crazy. These gaps are unbelievable on UNG, the natural gas trade, and again, popping up hard today on volume, no less. So could be heading back up into this 20 area range on the UNG. The oil is just really just stuck in a range here, chopping. I was looking at this Wesco for a trade. It looks like I kind of missed that one. It was a nice double bottom. Maybe some people took it, hopefully. Financials, I'm back in on these financials. It does seem to be, we are moving up and finding a bottom here. And of course, it's on the hope of rising interest rates. ZIM was another trade I got into. And based on my weekend video, and did basically sell out most of it because it was really just getting extended. I'll look at 65 as an area where it comes back and retests this level. I'll look at getting back in, and that's about it. Okay, so let's wrap things up. What to watch for the rest of the week, not next week, but the rest of the week. As I've noted in my review on the indexes, we've bounced pretty hard, and now we're kind of running out of steam. And of course, we've got Facebook reporting after hours here, and it's really getting slammed. I think the last time I looked, it was down like $75. Spotify also getting hit pretty hard, although it's well off the lows of the aftermarket session. And so maybe these fairly large cap stocks, especially Facebook, might drag things down here in the morning. And what have we got right now for resistance? Because we've run up quite a bit. 36,000 I'd be watching for at the Dow. That's sort of an area where it probably is going to encounter some resistance. This is where we are right now. The Qs, somewhere between 375, 380. We're not very far off. The SPY, we've got 460, and now we're up tight on that, 457 at this point. And resistance for IWM 204, we seem to have stalled out there a couple times. We're at 201 now. And I'm going to say support is pretty tight in there around 200. So if we lose this support tomorrow, we could be back in a downtrend. And so we'll be keeping a close eye on the IWM. For economic events, we've got jobless claims Thursday and an employment report Friday. So it could be some market moving news here. And of course, earnings Thursday, we've got some biggies after the market close. We've got Amazon, Ford, Snap, and Pins. Nothing of note in the morning on Thursday, really just Nokia maybe. And Friday, we've got Bristol Myers and Royal Caribbean Cruise Line before the market open. So that's it, everybody. Hope everyone had a good day today. Certainly, there were some great trading opportunities, and hopefully, we'll have the same tomorrow morning. And speaking of tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, we'll be starting our pre market show with Jared, and then Norm and Carlos will take us through the pre-market action, and then we'll be trading at 9:30. You can join us on YouTube, live on YouTube, for the 8 to up to trading the market open. So hope to see you all at one of those events or all of them, and we'll catch you all later. Have a great rest of the evening. Bye for now.